Rain1 here. Today is another build showcase and it's Cinta. So let us immediately start. Starting with the mods I'm using. I'm using Prime Shred, gives you fire rate to punch through, helps us out with clearing and overall fixes the charge time. Galvanized Chamber, multi-shot, kill stuff, give even more multi-shot. Vital Sense, critical damage. Galvanized Scope gives us a lot of crit. If you're not that big of a fan of constantly shooting enemies in the head to maintain the critical chance, you just swap it to critical delay instead. The negative fire rate, it's not that big of a deal. We are using Prime Shred, so it fixes the fire rate overall. Malignant Force gives you Toxin stash chance and rim rounds, cold stash chance, cold and toxin, viral, plus also a lot of stash chance. Galvanized App gives you stash chance and direct damage per stash from target, which is quite good on this weapon. And Hunt Ammunition, 3% chance to apply slash on crit. So yeah, you're going to be critting a lot, so this is phenomenal. So yeah, those are the mods I'm using. For the Excel's Weapon Adapter slot mods, they all are not that amazing. If you really want to use one, use Terminal Velocity. It's a projectile weapon, so projectile speed helps it a lot. It's noticeable. You can test it out, just swap it with this, use it a couple of times, see if you like it or not. If you don't, just leave this empty. It's kind of disappointing how these mods here are just kind of not that good at all. Overall, yeah, those are the mods. For the Arcane, primary deadhead, you're going to be shooting enemies in the head. It's a bow, so precision headshot kills gives you 120% increased damage, stacks at 3 times, so that's 360% increased damage. Plus 30 headshot multiplier, you're going to be shooting enemies in the head. And the weapon recoil doesn't work on bows, so it's a dead mod. But overall, we are using it because of the increased damage and the headshot multiplier, and it's by far the best in slot Arcane. For the stats, charge time, pretty solid. It's very accurate. Riven disposition is pretty solid. I highly recommend looking for a crit chance, crit damage, multi-shot Rivens, Toxin. By far the best ones. Crit chance on this weapon overall is not that great, but that's why we're using the strongest crit chance increase mod in the game, which gives you a ton of crit chance. You will see yellow crits most of the time. Crit multi is average. We are going to be still using Vital Sense for increasing the critical damage for the bow. Stash chance, 90%, pretty solid. It does puncher, slash, and viral. That is regular shots, the quick shots when you just tap it. The charge shot, not the perfect one. The charge shot has a much higher base crit chance, much higher base crit multi, slightly higher crit stash chance, and it has the exact same stats, but it does twice as more damage. So fully charging it hits like a truck. And it has a unique one called the perfect shot, which you'll see when you charge the bow. If you land the charge thing inside the box shape, you'll shoot a perfect shot. What it does is creates this 3.6 meter radius, like an orb, like looks like the sun, and it pierces through enemies, proccing heat and viral. Viral thanks to these two mods, but overall it just comes with heat, so you lose puncher and slash. But as you can see here, the perfect shot does have much higher base damage than quick shots, and just slightly less damage than the charge shot. Overall, this weapon is very good with the perfect shots. Just get used to it. It's like Netherrock, but weaker, but overall cooler, I will say. So yeah, those are the stats, the mods, the Arcane. So now for me to show you in game. So let me show you how the bow functions. You tap it, that's quick shot. You fully charge it, and that's the fully charged shot. And then you can see there's a box on the left side of the crosshair. So if the charge thing, you landed inside of it, you shoot this like massive projectile. So this goes through enemies as infinite punch through enemies, not objects. And it's quite powerful. So I'm gonna spawn level 55 Orc in battle group regular star chart dudes. And I'm going to shoot these guys to get the deadhead stack. And after that I'm gonna shoot the perfect shots to create this comet or sun. And as you can see, regular star chart, they melt. If something is alive, just tap it or fully charge it and kill it. For the high level content, it's also pretty solid. I'm gonna show you. So I'm gonna spawn level 195 Steel Path Orc and Battle Group dudes. Spawn them in. Get the Dreadhead stacks. As you can see, just one shots these butchers. Now I'm gonna do perfect shots. They're going to be falling on the floor because it's a butcher's AoE weapon. As you can see, it melts through heavy gunners, bombards, and other units. I'm gonna shoot once, twice. Yep, everything dead. That's a warden over here, two wardens over here. They're also extremely tanky like heavy gunners. And I'm gonna shoot once, shoot twice, and as you can see, the wardens are burning to death. It's quite good. If you don't feel like using this weapon as the perfect shot because it's kind of difficult to you or annoying, just use perfect shots instead. Sorry, fully charged shots. It's overall a pretty powerful bow. I will say this is maybe one of the strongest bows in the game. Overall, I like it a lot. So yeah, that's my Cinta build. I hope you enjoy. Thank you everybody for watching. Please leave a like, it will help me out a lot, and see you all next time. Thank you. Goodbye.